five terms you wish you knew, yes, before you started off your fitness journey. So let's dig into it. So the first one I'm talking about is going to be compound exercises. Now, as you can see, we have compound exercises. So compound exercises are just exercises that will work multiple muscle groups. Yeah. So when you hear someone saying I'm doing a compound exercises today, or this exercise I'm doing is a compound lift or compound exercises, just have in the back of your mind is that that particular exercise is not just targeting one muscle group. It's targeting like two or more muscle groups. Now, take for instance your squats, your deadlifts, your squats. When you do your squat, it targets both your quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, and everything. So they're all firing up your ability for you to execute a proper squat. Same applies to deadlift as well, because your back is working, your hamstring is working, your quads is working, you are pulling your shoulders too is working when it comes to deadlift as well. So move to the next one, which is isolation exercise. So isolation exercise is just the opposite of compound exercise. Isolation exercises are exercises that target just one muscle group at a time. Now, take for example, an isolation exercise is your bicep curls. Now, if you're doing your bicep curls and it only targets your biceps, do you understand? So isolation exercise that target just one muscle group. So have back at the back of your mind. Isolation one muscle group, compound one or two, more than one muscle group. Okay, so that's just the difference. Then the next one again is failure. A lot of people will here say, I train to failure, I train to failure, I train to failure. Now, what it means that you are training to a point where you can't do an extra rep. That is you training to a failure. That you train to a point where you exhaust all the energy in that particular muscle group you are training. So that's what it means to training to failure. Okay, so don't get mixed up. It's just the way it's being presented most times. It looks like something that is way bigger than what it's supposed to be. The next one again is bulking. When you hear someone say I'm bulking, it just means that the person is eating in a calorie surplus just to gain muscle mass, you understand, and also add some weight. So when you're on a calorie surplus or when you're bulking, you be on a calorie surplus. So you eat more than what you are intended to eat, you understand, so that you can be able to gain and add weight in specific areas you're looking forward to gain weight, you understand. And also one thing about bulking, it's not just about you just eating, you also need to add exercise to it, strength exercise to it, so that the calories you are consuming will be targeted or will be directed to the areas where you want to see that defined growth. Now, the next one again we're talking about is going to be cutting. Now, when you hear someone say, I'm cutting, I'm cutting, I'm cutting, I'm cutting is just about you eating in a calorie deficit. So, when you eat in a calorie deficit, you understand, which is lower or lesser than what your body normally consumes in a day, you are eating in a calorie deficit. So, it means that you'll be losing body fat because your body will be forced to use up fat stores to keep you running. So, when you are cutting, you are losing body fat while you are still maintaining certain amount of muscles, okay, in your body. So I think that's going to be it. So we talked about compound, isolation, failure, bulking, and cutting. So I'll see you guys in the next one. So please do well to like, follow, and share this content. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again. Have a great day.